do it for the money. It's actually for the constant social recognition and prestige. Okay, it's really for the 10% discount cards to Papa Murphy's and the Learning Palace. And the Precious Moments figurines. Just keeps me coming back. Other teachers in the audience? You guys know what I'm talking about. Not everybody gets 10 cents off the dollar at the Learning Palace. This year I have a kid in my class who says profound things, like really profound. I'm pretty certain he's a prophet. The other day I was in the middle of a lesson and he stopped me mid-sentence to ask, "Is that the same face you had when you were a kid?" Yeah? I mean, I think so. It was smaller then and less hairy, but it's pretty much the same. But then later I started thinking, is it the same face? Are any of us really the same today as we were yesterday? We're constantly remaking ourselves. Like, this 9-year-old sent me to an existential crisis. A couple days later, he comes in and I was praising him because his reading scores had gone up. And he looked at me with a straight face and said, "It's because of the rain." If this is the case, he's going to have a tremendous winter. If there's a blizzard, he'll be reading War and Peace. But I'm starting to get a little nervous because I'm an atheist, and he obviously knows things and people. I'm worried he's going to walk in one morning and tell me it's my last day on Earth, or they stopped carrying shrimp toast at Trader Joe's. So I have a job and kids. So when stay-at-home moms with school-aged children claim they work at home, it makes me mad. If that's the case, then I have 2 full-time jobs. Because that shit you're working on all day in your house has to get done in mine. I just have about 10 less hours to do it. One time, it's like if you work all day really hard making pie, and I eat a piece of pie, and I'm like, God, I'm exhausted. I ate a piece of pie. It's like my job. One summer I went camping with these moms and school was about to start and we were all talking about how our kindergartners were going to be in school and they were faced with this idea of an empty house all day. And one of them said, "I just don't know what I'm going to do with all my free time." I had some ideas. I'll give you a key to my house. You can start with the pink scum in my shower, do some dinner prep, maybe tackle Laundry Mountain. Too much free time. That's like telling the frat boys down the street, "I got 2 kegs of beer in my trunk I don't know what to do with. I think I'm going to go dump it in my yard." I've thought about being a stay-at-home mom. I don't have enough yoga pants. The best thing is that they all take tennis lessons every Wednesday morning. I'm still better than them. When I make breakfast for dinner, my kids think it's because I'm awesome. It's actually because I've given up. And it turns out that most of their best times stem from my laziness. "Okay, kids, go watch 5 shows. All right, time for unsupervised fireworks. Run along now." If you're getting dressed in the morning and you put on leggings and a shirt and you think you're ready to go, you're not. What has actually happened is that you've forgotten to put on pants. And then we have to hang out and it's super uncomfortable because I can see you're not wearing pants, but you don't seem to care. I'm concerned you're going to start replacing other items, like maybe a scarf for a shirt, Kleenex boxes for shoes. If you're eating at a cafe next to me and you stand up to leave, but you don't actually leave, you just stand there hovering with your butt at my food level, stop doing that. Sometimes I get lost in my own house. I'm not actually lost, but there are often 3 people searching for me. The other night after dinner, I quietly stepped into the living room and I was just checking my email or something. And from the kitchen, I heard my husband say, "You see Mom?" And then the kids say, "Mom! Mom!" It's like none of them have passed the stage of object permanence. Out of sight equals dead. So I've started making announcements. "Okay, everybody listen. I'm going to the basement and putting in 1 load of laundry. I will be right back up where you can see my face. Do not call the police." The other day I was snuggling with my son and he said, "Mom, do you know who my favorite person in the whole world is?" I'm like, "Yeah," but it wasn't me. And it wasn't Daddy. So I'm like, I don't know, who's your favorite person in the whole world? He says, George. I don't know who George is. I'm like, who's George? He says, you know, Mom, George from Star Wars. George Lucas is his favorite person in the whole world. But it's okay. I know I can't compete. I only gave him life, feed him every meal, and wipe his ass. George Lucas created lightsabers. The other day I was at work and I was feeling really excited that my principal used to be a teacher, you know, because she gets it. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if our president used to be a person? Thank you.